So you hear a lot that it's 80% kitchen and 20% gym, and I disagree with that wholeheartedly. Um, I don't have the exact numbers that I think it is, but I would say it's more like 60% mindset and 20% kitchen and 20% gym. Um, Kitchen's probably more important than what I'm giving it credit for, but I don't consider my diet to be crazy or die hard, or matter of fact, I love my diet. I love eating. I don't restrict my eating. I eat healthy. According to my husband, I eat extremely healthy, but everything I eat, I absolutely love. So diet could be another topic though. So I just don't feel like diet is the end all be all. I think what's most important is the mindset. And this goes for anything in life, not just working out. It goes for any area in your life that you're trying to improve on. Mindset is important because how you think is how you're going to perceive. Reality absolutely does not happen out here. Reality happens in your mind. All this information comes in. Your brain can only filter and understand that information based off of all your past experiences. So based off of all your past crap, good and bad, that has happened, that's how your brain is going to read that information. And that is why reality does not happen external. We are literally giving meaning to everything. And that will happen automatically. You don't have to, it's kind of like breathing and your heart beating. Your brain takes care of that. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to make it happen. It goes through the same thing with analyzing information. If you don't stop and start to listen to yourself and start to pay attention to the beliefs that you have, the thoughts that you think, and the relationship with yourself, you are just going to be repeating your past over and over and over again. And that's fantastic if you have a fantastic past that you want to keep going. But if you are like me and you have a past that you are not a big fan of, you need to become self-aware on your belief systems, and then you have to make the time and energy to change them. So same thing goes for working out. You have to make a commitment and a time and an energy to go to the gym, with the understanding that in order to build, in order to grow, there's going to be some discomfort. And there has to be consistency. You can't just do something once and say it doesn't work and quit. You have to do it over and over and over and over again. It's a lifetime commitment. This goes for kind of anything. Gym, diets are a waste of time. It's a lifestyle eating. You choose to eat healthy for the rest of your life, not just until you lose a few pounds. Otherwise, you go right back to the way that you were. So, in my work that I do, when I talk about mindset, I try really hard to teach people that if you are letting your mind be in charge of you, you're just going to be repeating your past experiences. You're going to feel like you're out of control, because you kind of are. You're going to feel like you have blocks because you're not aware of them, and you don't know why you're making certain choices. Probably about 95% of the time, your unconscious is making the choices, even though you may think you're conscious of making choices. If you have limited self-awareness, and pretty much all of us do, you're not going to know why you're making certain choices. So building self-awareness means mindfulness. Oh my God, there's so many techniques. I use hypnosis as one of my favorites. It's stopping and listening to yourself and exploring your emotions and exploring your beliefs. Meditation is a super powerful one. Mindfulness. Obviously just talk therapy, but that's actually my least favorite. Journaling and dream analysis, and I mean there's not one correct way of doing it. It's just whatever excites you the most and finding out about you. So the other thing I always preach is the relationship with yourself, because reality happens in our head, The only opinion that matters is our opinion. The only reason we don't trust people is because something bad happened to us and it was really unpleasant, and we got a lot of negative beliefs about ourselves from it. Because it's impossible to trust anybody 100%. We're all wounded, so we all have our moments of being unkind and living in our fight or flight. So when you have a relationship with yourself that is forgiving and loving, it doesn't matter so much what other people do, because when somebody does something that's so-called hurtful, you are there for you. You are your own best friend rather than your own worst enemy. So if you're struggling anywhere in life, if you're feeling like you're blocked, if you're feeling like you're telling yourself the usual lies of I'm not smart enough, I'm not talented enough, other people are capable, it's bullshit. You gotta, if you really want a different experience, it's absolutely possible. You can take the time to just start to listen to yourself. It's a new concept. Most people don't teach it, and I did a couple other videos that are a little bit about listening to yourself, but you know, a great way to start is meditation. Meditation and just observing your thoughts. You don't need to stop them, you want to observe them. And that's a great way to practice stepping outside of yourself. We have a part of ourselves that is that omnipresence, that observer part, that is the one that can be in control of that autopilot. But that one can also just get totally sucked into the movie and not even remember that they're in a movie and feel like they have no control. So I think that's enough rant for me right now. I will continue to do these videos as things pop up in my mind. They're pretty random, but if you have any questions, feel free to ask and I will do my best to answer.